Welcome to the TAA DAA podcast. I'm Justine Wintersmith, and with me is Linda Solomon. Linda's going to be joining us at the Flagler Fine Art Festivals, and we're here to talk to her today about her work and why she does what she does. So, welcome, Linda.
Okay.
We're here in her studio, so I'm going to hear more about your process and what inspires you to paint.
It's just so much inside of me. I need to paint, or I would be sick. I'd be in the hospital. I don't know. That's how I express myself. And I guess what's inside of me, or what I'm striving for in life, comes through here. Mm-hmm. And I guess it is unity, it is oneness, it is connectedness, it is harmony. And that's what I try to make my life into, some kind of harmony. And the paintings, I do that with them.
Mm-hmm. I remember once hearing a quote saying, "Art is that thing that you do because you can't not do it."
Absolutely. I would be. I'm unhappy when I'm not painting.
So what is that feeling that you get when you actually paint, when you're in front of the canvas? Do you even consciously think of it, or you just lose yourself in this?
I basically lose myself in what's happening. I am trained. I have a Master of Fine Arts degree, and I am trained, so I do make judgments, and not in the beginning. And when I teach also, I do a meditation first with my students, and it's no judgment. Mm-hmm. Whatever comes through is fine, perfect, the way it is supposed to be. And that helps a lot in people just freeing that stuff up. So it's, and I guess when I look at things after, and I just put things out there. Now, of course, I generally listen to music. Mm-hmm. And my type of music is generally a real peaceful music. I've been lately listening to Krishna Das radio. It's mm-hmm. just chanting, and I'm in the chant. Mm-hmm. And I'm painting. And I'm actually dancing when I'm painting. Yeah. There's a movement that I do that is a dance movement, and I move back and I move forward, and my hands have a rhythm, mm-hmm. and that's part of it.
Do you think it's like a channeling of the energy, like from the music through the body onto the canvas?
Yeah, and it comes through me. The problems I have is when I get in my own way, when mm-hmm. I have a preconceived notion, this is what I want to say, or this is what I want to do, and painting is saying something else. Mm-hmm. And many times I struggle with it for a couple of days, and I turn my paintings upside down and sideways, and but if I allow, and I use that word allow, it's part of my painting vocabulary, allow what's there to come through, mm-hmm. it's fine. Mm-hmm. It's the battle between me and
get out of your own way. Get out of the painting's way.
Yeah. And then and when I feel complete, that's when I start judging or looking and turning it and finishing, fine-tuning it. Mm-hmm. And there's a sense, it's like music, I think. It's a sense of just getting into that right thing. I don't have the words for it. The airplanes here. But I think, when my center and grandson took my music, it's the same thing. Yeah. I see it, feel it as that.
That's great. That's great. So, tell me about some of these pieces that you're working on right now. Is there any stories that you'd like to tell about them?
Well, that one over there.
I'm going to move my chair. Go ahead.
I do a lot of dancing. And these are Sufi dances, twirlers, and the Rumi, poetry. And I do the dance as a universal piece. So I am doing a lot of that. And this is that.
A representation of that.
Yeah, and that's, again, I kind of have a unity coming up in that kind of thing. And I have done many paintings of these dancers in many ways. And I had some watercolors, and I just sort of put a bunch of things together to create this.
Mm-hmm. And now what about this piece in the center? More music?
This is more music. This is originally it was original. The original of this is original. The older version of this, which has been changed into that now, I had a model, and now I've just gotten into much brighter colors, and so again I'm pushing the colors and I'm pushing the intensity of it up, and that's my latest works are with that. So this actually won a prize in Daytona,
I can see why.
and they were looking for a music piece. So
Fantastic.
that's what happened here. This one is, I love this one. Again, it's.
That one's very vibrant for an ocean
You know, here I live near the ocean, and I haven't really. It's been a challenge. But I got up every morning very early for about 2 weeks and went to the beach every day at sunrise. Took lots of photos and internalized sunrise. And of course the clouds become mountains in this thing and whatever, but that's how it happened. And I have several pieces. I'll show you in another room, another sunrise piece that's still in this house and not in a show somewhere. But that's how that came about. And again, I work with my colors, and can I say mature? I don't know. Right now, I pull colors. They have to have a dominance, and then something else. The dominance is real important in the pieces. And I like, I simplify now, where I used to have many more things happening.
Yeah. Well, and then sometimes that does clear the way for the essence, so to speak. You know, you're simplifying, but in that respect, you're also distilling, and so perhaps the overall effect of the painting, since there are less conflicting elements, can all sing together. You know, they all sing like a choir.
And I like to sing. Words sing. Painting has to sing.
There you go. And so I see so many pieces back behind us. What would you say about your body of work? Is it an evolution? How much time does this represent? What does this mean?
My life now, a lot. I guess I've always painted. I worked and earned a salary for a lot of years, but I always needed to paint. I raised 6 children, and I would give up several nights a week to stay up all night to paint because I didn't have time, and that was. It's how I did it. I had a good husband too, who, but I mean I'm driven to paint, and yet I have the values of I need to be a good mother, and you know, so. So do you find that can be conflicting sometimes? Oh, yeah, 6 kids is conflicting. Yeah. I mean, this to make one happy and the other one's not. You know, you know, definitely. So, but I want to be a good parent, and so. I give all I can to them, and I do now too, still. But my needs are so strong that I had to find some time for it.
Well, the thing is if you don't strengthen yourself, your core, you know, your essence and this does, not only do you pour energy out onto the canvas, but it also feeds you as well. If you're not whole in yourself, then you are only given part of yourself in, you know, your other aspects of your life. So I can certainly understand that.
So now that I retired in 2000, that's when I came down here, and so I have more time. I mean, I always had to find something I was doing. I was doing things, but I also I'm an interfaith minister. So for a while I ran the Dome and did that stuff, but I still had to paint. I mean, this is what I have to do, and the other things I do, and I like doing them, but I have to do this.
I understand.
You know, so now I'm teaching this to students, and and I have kids at the gallery, and I have some advanced painters with me, and I love it.
That's great.
I mean, I just this is what I do.
Well, we really hope that the festivals are going to prove to be a really great outlet to share your work with even wider of an audience, and so I'm hoping that people will be watching this and get to know a little bit more about you and about your work and come looking for it and intrigued by your philosophy.
I hope so, and I guess my message is harmony, is peace, and this is how I express it, and I hope that can bring something to someone else as well.
It's very, very strong work, but it does. You really are, fully communicating the values that you're putting into your work. I think it is very clear. You're not getting anything that is a disharmony. These pieces do speak with.
And well, actually, they're the challenge. They may start with disharmony, but my aim is to create harmony. So I work it, and I turn that canvas and turn it until I get it. And if you just do that with our issues in our lives, it'll be sad.
There you go. That's
and it really is. It's the way we look at anything. It's how it is.
It's what you make of it. It's what you turn it into. Are you going to allow it to break apart or come together? Bring it together.
Yes.
So that's really what we're all about. So thank you so much for talking to me, and I hope you enjoy the festivals, and I hope everybody enjoys hearing about Linda's work, and it's even better in person, so please come on down and take a look at it.